All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. No, not you. These little bastards. These little things seem to make or break people's mood depending on the number that comes up on the screen very, very easily. And I get it. In bodybuilding, some weeks I will hold my weight for up to 6 to 8 weeks while in a deficit, while doing more and more cardio. My weight just doesn't seem to change. This can really mess with your head because in bodybuilding, we need to lose weight. We need to drop body fat. However, what the scale are not telling you is your body composition. Are you building muscle? Because yes, you can build muscle even in a deficit. It's just not as fast as being in a surplus in calorie intake. Now, I won't smash these like I did in my last video. However, I would recommend if you go out there and buy yourself a cheap set of scales, smash them on the ground and say, fuck you. That's how much you mean to me. So what do the scales actually tell us? Well, they tell us how much total weight we have when we step on them. They do not tell you how much muscle you have, how much water intake you have, how much inflammation you have on you. They do not tell you that your hormones are different now, and maybe you're holding a little bit more water, especially for females during menstrual cycles. There are so many factors to consider as to why the scales may not show you what you are expecting. But the biggest thing is what I just said is your expectations. Your expectations are something that you've conjured out of thin air based on what you want to achieve that have no real bearing on reality. They are something that you just want to achieve for you. To hit stage, to lose body fat, whatever it is, the scales are not subject to your expectations. So when we step on the scales, we're experiencing negative thoughts, negative emotions from maybe the number that has shown us that we didn't want to see, but we get really happy from a number that we did want to see, then maybe the issue isn't the scales, but how we process this information. It's the same thing as getting in your car and going for a drive. You want to drive to a new town, which is 30 kilometers away. You get there, the car says you've taken 32 kilometers. Does that matter? No. Because you're at your destination. It has 2 more kilometers on the clock, but that doesn't matter because you've achieved your goal. It's the same thing with the scales. You achieve your goal. You look good in the mirror. You step on stage looking your best. Does the number on the scales then matter? So the number on the scales is just one unit of measure that we can utilize to track some form of progress. But it definitely doesn't tell us the full story because we also need to take into account many other factors. Is your strength increasing? Are you feeling better? Are you more confident? Do you have more energy? And many, many other factors that we can use to determine how you are tracking. So while I get that it's upsetting when you don't see what it is that you want to see. But just be aware that is your expectation that you have conjured up that has really no basis of reality. So reframe it. Look at all the positives that you are achieving. Am I nailing my water, my food, my training? Is my strength increasing? Do I feel better? Am I feeling more energetic? Is my mood improving? You know, all these other factors that we can also look at when the scales aren't telling us what we want to see. Celebrate the small wins, because if you get 9 out of 10 positives and this is your one negative, is it really a negative? Or is it just something that is a bit of an oddball and has no bearing on every other factor that is a positive result? And the last thing I'll leave you with is if you're putting all your hopes and dreams on a number that we know fluctuates, that we know is not often going to tell us what we want to see, you are setting yourself up to be disappointed.